What's up, guys? How's it going? Happy Gravy Day, Past Gravy episode 463 with Alex, Pat, and Bobby Jokes. I hope you are listening to this after you've already listened to the bonus pre-regular episode. It's not a Robert fucked me up when he was like, why is it a bonus episode if it comes out first? I did put out a Monday episode of Past the Gravy with Lucid Illusions, who's going to be at BuzzFest here in Houston this weekend. And those guys were awesome. I appreciate the feedback. But yeah, if you haven't listened to that one, go back to listen to that one before this weekend, because those guys were pretty cool. And we did give Robert credit because I had to play the role of Robert. Not to demean your job. I was a
I did hear that.
It's always, I guess, yeah, you did, but it's always interesting when you have to explain we do this pew thing. And they're like, well, why? just right off the bat, why?
Well, it's a good way just to let them know instantly that they're talking to an idiot.
Well, I think that helped because you have to kind of we have weird brains. Yeah, we have weird brains.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm dumb, but I'm smart enough to know I'm dumb. And I think that's what separates me from the other people. I don't think I'm the smartest guy in the room ever when I'm walking in, you know? And I think Lucid Illusions realized that, and they're like, all right, this is a little weird show. We can get weird with it. And they were a lot of fun. So go back and listen to episode 462 after this, if you have some time. We got a lot to talk about today. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get weird again. Who knows? We usually start off with the pre-cum segment where we bring in anything. Just, it's just a free for all. Who wants to start us off this week?
Why don't you give us a start? I like your because I want an update. You got an update for us.
I did have an update for you guys because last week I told you how I was going to improve Chinese food that's been around for thousands of years. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it better. And I did. Success. Update. Have done that. Check that off. Hot and sour soup. Wonton soup. Mix the two together. Boom. Hot and sour wonton soup. I just took the wontons. I ordered Chinese food this weekend. Took the wontons out of the wonton soup. Put them in the hot and sour soup. Let them simmer a little bit. I let them marinate. So what I did was I turned soup into dessert, like we've said should be that way before. I had my General Tso's chicken, and then I washed it down with a little hot and sour wonton soup. I gotta tell you, maybe the best soup I've ever had in my life. Might be the best soup I've ever had.
I have tried. I've talked to everybody that I've ran into this week about this. Just like, hey, if you're going to get Chinese this week, try this. My buddy ordered Chinese the other day. I was like, no. You need to do is ask him to put the wontons in the hot and sour. And he was just straight up like, no. And I was like, what? I didn't know where to go with it from there. I was like, you're just a bad friend.
Sometimes the greatest minds are misunderstood. And I think that is just one of the cases right here where it's like, we're so ahead of our time. They're like, Alex, Pat, Robert, how can you try and change the same food that's been around for thousands and thousands and thousands of years? And we're like, well, we take the road less traveled. I think Robert Frost said that. And I think this time that is the good road to take, because hot and sour wonton soup, whenever I can start making it, it's going to be here to stay. I don't know how to make hot and sour soup. I'll tell you that much. Got to figure that out. I'm going to get back in the lab.
Probably a quick Google search will teach you.
Yeah, I would imagine it would. But like me not cooking, I thought was part of it being successful the first time, because it had to be good soup at first. And then I was like, what's the worst thing that happens? It's a bad wonton. Is there such thing as a bad wonton? I don't think so. Did you
ask him to add it in there, or did you just get both and take the wontons
I got both.
But, yeah, okay.
Because my thinking was like, oh no, I just have to drink the broth from wonton soup, which is delicious as well.
Exactly.
So I really won. And then I ate the regular meal that I got, and then washed it down with a little hot and sour wonton soup. It was a delight, an absolute delight.
I'm happy for you, buddy.
So the little life hack for you guys, if you're getting the hot and sour wonton soup, I don't know if you even want to ask them, throw the wontons in there. Don't be extra. Just get the small wonton soup to go with it. Drop those bad boys in there. Eat your meal. Come back to it. Fill in the cracks in your stomach. I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. Hot and sour wonton soup, kids. Success. One of the few
I'm going to
experiments
Pluckers later. I'll see
up.
if they'll do it for me.
I don't think. Maybe they're not big on soups. They're more wings, but try it. See what they'll do.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a success. And then also I've just decided I want to become just generic motivational tweet guy all the time. Like I follow this lady. I'm not going to name her because she means it in a good place, but she's like, if you find any great quotes, tag it with this. And it's like her name, motivational quotes of the day. And they're just like be all that you can be. Don't ever let anyone hold you back. It's everything that a Peloton trainer would say to you while you're on a spin class with them. That's all that stuff. And it's like, this is like the hackiest, just overused stuff ever. So I want to just be like, all right, you know what, bros, I'm going to start helping us out. It's not the number of breaths we take, but the number of moments to take our breath away. All right. Sometimes you just got to think about that. How crazy is that? Like, sometimes it's crazy to think that like life is what happens when you're busy making other plans.
I'll just respond to everything with the prayer hands.
Teaches you to get in, to live in the moment. Yeah. Just be like this, and then put like the down arrow on it, quote tweet it.
I love that because this dude that I follow on like Instagram and everything, and normally does impressions, but he did like an impression of the like Instagram motivational bros. And immediately underneath one of them, I follow this other guy. His name is Nicky Cass. He does like the Italian guys or like Italian dad videos where like his face is widened. He's just a fucking idiot. And of course he does those motivational posts, and like just having one right underneath a video that was mocking him doing it was just so fucking perfect. Anybody that does motivational shit, you're cringy as fuck.
No, man, I think people obviously need it.
Yeah, I mean, I get, because I see the world through a negative lens, and I just kind of feed off of negativity. I feel like you just gotta keep driving, man. Like you get up every day, so every day is another chance for you to be the best you. I'm like, that's the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard, and it blows my mind that there's people out there like, yeah, it is. I do have another chance today. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with your brain,
guys? While I was sipping my morning coffee this morning, it just got me thinking. Like, yesterday is history.
It always starts that way too. Mundane activity got me thinking, and then the dumbest shit you've ever heard.
Yeah, I just, what if it was something way worse? It's like, I just got my foot run over by someone's tire in their car, and it's broken. And I was just thinking, like, yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, and today is a gift, which is why we call it the present. That's why I make, don't sweat the small stuff, guys.
I finished my morning coffee this morning, and as I was taking a massive shit afterwards, it got me thinking, you just got to push through. Whatever you're going through in life, you just bite your lip and just squeeze and push through, and you're going to make it, man. What if I did those?
And then what
if I filmed that while I was taking a shit?
Do it. Like, I think we really need to hijack the motivational quotes game. Like, just motivational guy. Like, you know what, guys? Like, yeah, it's raining a little bit, but that's not going to keep me down. Rise and grind, fam. Rise and grind.
Well, rain can keep me down because, as we know, any weather during this podcast is a problem for me. So I can't do that one.
That's true. So that would, but like, you got to motivate yourself that it won't.
Fucking motivate Xfinity.
Like, and then start just taking it to like when you're like out. It's like, guys, just, sometimes like I was having a beer with the boys the other day, and it just got me thinking that like, you're only as strong as the drinks you mix and the tables you dance on and the friends that you party with. That's as strong as you're ever going to be. You're never gonna be stronger than when you're with your boys,
Which is Saturdays. Saturdays is when you're supposed to be with the boys.
This is what I've heard, that at least. Bobby Jokes, any fun motivational quotes you want to share with us today?
No, but I do have something for this pre-com segment. If that's okay with you guys. If that's okay.
Of course it is.
I need a mini megaphone because I am not a loud talker by any means. So when I'm in a place where I need to talk loud for long periods of time, My throat hurts the next day.
Really?
And it hurts today. Yeah. I went to the
Where did
I went
you
to
have
the
to talk?
Astros game yesterday. Astros game yesterday with a friend of mine, and we're trying to make conversations, trying to talk, and it's loud, not too loud, but like still it's enough for me. Like I need to raise my voice. I need to project more. It's like, no, I can already feel it during the game. Like my throat is gonna hurt tomorrow. And this morning I was like talking like this, like very very raspy like this. Oh man, so that's not good.
So like, you think you need to start just like yelling, maybe like get your vocal cords up to par?
I've always said I can't yell. I don't think I can.
Vocal exercises, man.
The way you and Pat can, you guys can yell.
We're very loud. We are very loud.
Yeah, we're dickheads. Just go on YouTube and look up like vocal exercises.
Here, I got you just the thing. I got you a little
so that karaoke machine
sound system. Yeah, it's basically a karaoke machine. I used it for our office trivia night and then never used it ever again. But that room was very loud and everybody was able to hear me.
Everywhere Robert goes, he's just lugging around that little thing and speaking into a microphone.
Yeah.
The guy that used to carry around a boombox.
Mm-hmm. I need to be like NFL referees and just like have a mic, because that's somehow always going to be projected to wherever I am.
Just attach it to your shirt. That'd be really cool. Mm-hmm. Just like
a shirt with a speaker in it. That's a fire.
Not the worst idea.
Yeah. But yeah, my throat right now is just not in the best condition. It feels like there's something in it.
That's what she said.
And it's the worst because like it's not like I can just drink water and it'll go away. Like no, it's still there.
Honey and tea.
Honey and tea.
Yeah, but then I had to buy honey and tea.
Also, gargle salt water. It's good for sore throat.
Try that.
Like if you ever lose your voice, do that. I don't know, something about it. It helps soothe like the stressed vocal cords.
But then I had to buy salt.
You don't have salt in your house.
I do not.
No salt.
I don't have salt in my house.
Oh, hold on. Let me ask a follow-up question. When's the last time you guys cooked in your house?
Today. Yesterday.
So you guys cook without using salt?
Yes.
Robert, I don't mean this in a bad way, but you're the worst stereotype of a white person.
No seasoning at all.
You just don't use seasoning?
I mean, I'll occasionally use seasoning when I'm like making burgers, but like I don't have salt. I don't have pepper. It's just a mixed thing.
Oh, you use like a Tony Chachere's or whatever?
Yeah.
Season all.
Buy some salt, man.
No.
Yeah, dude, you should invest.
No.
It's super cheap.
No.
I don't think you're going to regret it.
Put your fucking Tony Chachere's in some water and gargle that shit. I'm sure it'll help a little. It won't taste like butthole. Salt water is bad.
It.
Yeah, I had my family over for my birthday. We were grilling, and they asked for like some salt for something. I'm like, oh, no, I don't have that. I don't have that here. You're in the wrong place if you want salt.
Get out.
That's crazier than having a hair pile in my bathroom, not having salt in your house.
That's definitely not crazier than that.
It's not.
For weeks. A month-old hair pile.
It's my tradition.
And then you sweep that. I like that. Then you sweep that hair pile up, and then you cut your hair, and then you just leave that hair pile. It's like, why don't you just do it all at once?
Because I'm a garbage person.
Doesn't take that long, does it?
It takes about 8 seconds.
Fuck it. I'll just walk around it for the next 6 months.
No, it's off to the side. I've told you this.
It's
not my footpath.
Yeah, but there's got to be some breeze when you walk by it.
It has to be, absolutely.
Spreading it around.
No, it's just pushed into the corner.
He's like a dog.
Dogs have their shit together way more than I do.
Probably. That's a good pre-com segment.
Oh well, I got one too. And Bobby's thing of being at the ballgame actually goes with mine. Is there anything worse than people that like go to public sporting events and treat it as a stage for themselves? And I mean, like, there'll be a guy that his one talent is just whistling super loud. So then guess what he's going to do at the ball game? The whole fucking game. just gonna be a loud whistler every other fucking pitch, or 2-3 times an inning, or like we used to have it at the Stros games, Mr. fucking Woo right below the broadcast booth, wooing every goddamn 8 seconds for the entire broadcast. People were into it for like one game and then was like, you're a fucking dickhead, shut up.
People are still wooing.
But it's not like it was a thing. It was a Reddick, Josh Reddick thing, and
it was a Ric Flair thing.
Yeah, because Ric Flair, and so like it became a thing with the Astros that year. But then people in the that one guy took it too far. He always sat right below the broadcast booth, would woo super loud. You could hear it on the broadcast every time. You get the occasional woo now. It's not that bad. But like when you do it, like there was this, I saw a video online where somebody confronted, there's this guy at Vanderbilt who's been going to Vanderbilt baseball games, and for like 10 years, he's like the loudest whistler in the world and just does it constantly all game. It's a college broadcast and you can hear this guy fucking clearly. Like the ball game is not your stage. You're not a part of it. You're a spectator. Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear your shit.
Bro, like I used to be on that train. Like I used to be with that same wave of thought, but then I was at the game with some friends one time and I was like, you know what? Let's just live for the nights we'll remember and the friends that you're never going to forget, you know? Like we only got so many days here on this earth, bro. Like, if you want to whistle, I'm just going to whistle it up. Life's a big whistle if you think about it.
Yeah.
Be your own whistle.
It's forced and nobody wants to hear it.
Be your own whistle in this world, bro.
I saw the video of the whistling guy and it fucking just brought back flashbacks, nightmares of Woo guy, and I fucking hate that shit. And my buddy did it at a ball game too one time. He just kept screaming the whole game because he's a fucking insane person, and I almost moved sections.
That's like how the wave was, though. Like the wave used to just be like, oh, that's crazy. Like the whole stadium did it. And then you get wave guy. It's just like, yeah, he's like power hungry. He's like, I got the whole stadium do the wave. Fuck yeah. You're like, dude, chill out, dude. This is the 18th time. We don't need it to keep. Watch, it's gonna go again. 1, 2, and everyone's like, stop, man. That was funny in the first inning. Now I'm 7 beers deep, and you are annoying as shit.
Yeah, I'm not anti-wave guy. I definitely think it was like as a kid, it's fun. As you get to become an adult, it's not. But like, I'm okay with the wave. I'm not okay with wave guy who like turns around, faces the whole section, like, come on. No, shut the fuck up. I bet on fucking Alex Bregman to have at least a double this game. I'm not trying to pay attention to your bullshit. I'm focusing on the game.
Like I've been to games before where they're like, get up. What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm especially not going to get up now. I am absolutely not going to do what you're telling me to do because I paid to fucking sit here where someone gave me these tickets for me to sit here. Okay. It is not my job. It is not my job to yell right now. All right. I'm just going to sit down and watch. Get out of my face.
So if anybody out there is that guy, here's your wake up lesson. Fucking stop it.
But also remember, be your own whistle.
God damn it. I hate that so much already.
I'm going to be so annoying. Is that like that? There's a whole thing about that with like shit on Yankee fans all you want. But like,
okay.
Remember when the Miles Straw incident happened? He went up in the stands and was like yelling at the fan. Like that fan was like, bro, I felt threatened. Like a lot of times stuff like that, but I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel safe on that foul ball line before they put the netting there. And I thought what if my kid gets hit? And it's like, don't buy tickets in the foul section. Like don't buy it where a foul ball is going to go. You know, that's, I don't know. Like the people that were like advocating for the netting in the beginning, I was like, yeah, okay, it's probably safer. But it's like the people that I just felt unsafe. It's like, no, you bought tickets to go to a game. You felt safe enough to go to the game. This happens.
And let me be clear, I'm still fine with heckling.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just don't want whistle guy and woo guy or wave guy.
Only things that we approve.
Heckle the players all you want.
Us.
Go to NBA games and heckle the players so that they can get you thrown out, but like without cussing or saying anything, but just heckle them and call LeBron like I think calling him a pussy is still fair game, but then he'll get you thrown out and you'd be like, wow, man, you're the softest athlete of all time.
Just call him a loser.
Then you can have a good Instagram story. LeBron got me thrown out.
I always feel like there's like a bunch of like bad insults you can go with, but like loser, like when somebody's like, you're a fucking loser, man. It's like, no, I'm not. Like that's
clown, stings. Bro.
Loser never, like clown doesn't sting as much. You're just like, you're a fucking loser, man. You're like, oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not a loser. And it's like the most like childish, like insult. But
soft is the best one. When you can call professional athletes who are in like the top 1% of physical freaks in the fucking world, making millions of dollars. You're like, dude, you're soft.
While you're eating like Cheetos.
Cheeto with a mustard stain on your triple XL shirt because you're a fat fuck.
Fucking bitch. I would take that charge. Fucking for the team, bro.
That's part of why heckling is great. It's just because it's like, yeah, well, you suck too.
Or like in football, like that. Should have caught that. It's like, yeah,
I know you're elite, but
I wouldn't have caught that.
In the realm of elite athletes, you're the shittiest.
You're not as good as some other ones. All right. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna come out and say it, bro.
That's crazy too. You ever think about that in pro sports? All of them are like the most elite in the world at what they do. And yet some of them are even so much better than the rest of them. Like, dude, you're fucking amazing. You're in the major leagues, but you suck compared to a lot of other people. It's crazy that there's still like a gap that big.
I think about that in golf, especially because it's like just like mono-y-mono.
That's
kinda.
A good one.
But like sometimes, like I know Tiger Woods won a tournament by like 8 strokes one time, and like the dude that won the PGA Championship, Justin Thomas, I don't remember. He like came back from 7 strokes down this past weekend to win it, and it was like that guy shot out of his mind, like just so much better than everybody else. But it's like to win a turn, like he shot like I don't know how much better than everybody else he shot on Sunday, but he shot a lot better. But it's like when you look at a whole tournament when like Tiger Woods is winning by like 9 strokes, you're like, that guy is better than everybody in this whole tournament by 9 fucking strokes, and they all get paid to play golf and are all professionals.
He won the U.S. Open by like 18 strokes one time.
Yeah, or something like that.
I think it was 2001.
I didn't want to like overshoot it, but like that girl, Katie Ledecky, I think the swimmer, like when she's in that, like whatever the long distance swim is, it's like the first 4 laps, everybody's with her. And then she's just lapping bitches left and right. And it's like, she is like elite. 6 laps better than the second place player in the world. Like the whole world at swimming, a thing that everybody's done at some point in their life.
Not true.
Like, well, most people have done it at some point in their life, you know? Like she is that much better.
I can swim. Some people are not a strong swimmer. I was a strong diver, just not a strong swimmer.
Yeah, I'm a decent swimmer, but I'm not fast at it. So like,
I mean, like I said, I can't swim.
I wasn't built for racing, you know?
Yeah, when I did racing when I was like real little.
More for comfort, not for speed.
I didn't do well. Yeah. Me too. I think we can move on.
Yeah, I think we learned a lot today. All right. Well, let's move down to the comeback kid segment. But like before we do that, just I know it's been raining a lot in Houston lately, and like like today, like this morning, it was raining, and I was looking out the window, and it just got me thinking to be like, guys, you got to look through the rain to see a rainbow. So sometimes it doesn't present itself right away. Like you got to go through the bad to get to the good. It just made me think, like, fellas, let's rise and grind today. All right, be your own whistle. Be your own whistle.
Oh God, don't make that a thing.
YOLO, dude. Those are the same guys that also were like big on like the YOLO. All they quoted for like 2 weeks was just Drake when that whole album dropped. You only live once. That's my motto, baby.
You're a real piece of shit for this.
Just wait till I get on Twitter with it.
At least I don't have to hear it there.
Oh, you'll see it. Everybody tag Pat. Anytime I tweet it, everybody tag Pat in it.
I'm going to respond the same thing every time. Prayer hands.
Prayer hands. All right. What we got next? The Comeback Kids segment, where we tell you what's back in the news since last week, according to us. It's brought to you by our good friends at Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer on the planet. I am not drinking a Southern Star right now, but I can't wait to this weekend. I'm trying to do like sober week before BuzzFest, drinking a lot of water, fueling, hydrating. You know, we talked about how important hydration is on this podcast. Pat has people reminding him. I'm just not going to drink this week. I'm going to water it up, and then I'm going to have all this water soaked up so I can't get drunk on Saturday. I'll have to try really hard to get drunk.
Sure, bud.
That's how it works.
You. No, I don't.
He doesn't believe it in me at all.
Yeah, I mean, because people...
I'm going to be not dehydrated completely after drinking on Saturday.
I mean, that's smart. When you plan on drinking a lot, it's really smart to just not like lower your tolerance for the week. Make sure you don't have anything. And then drink in the sun, because historically that doesn't get you drunker.
Not always the sun. There's covered parts.
But outside in the heat.
There's also an air conditioner where we can drink.
I was going to say, I got to remember to bring a sweat towel. Gonna need that.
Just bring your bucket hat.
Well, that's no, but I mean like Big from Robin Big. I just need that towel that just sits on my shoulder and just big guys need it, man. You sweat a lot.
Wear it like a quarterback. Like you got to tuck it into the front of your pants.
Ooh. Well, I mean, my shirt's not usually tucked in. So then, and also
tuck it into your pants.
Front of the pants, I don't want to get dick sweat on it because it's also going to be touching my face.
Have one side that you just write dick on, and then the other one you write not dick.
Dick, face. Not dick towels. Oh my God. Okay, product idea. So on the towel, you have like a zone that says dick, and then like whatever you use. I don't know about you guys.
Already been done.
Oh, it is?
It's like ass and balls, and then like face. Like there's towels like that.
Oh,
and
damn it! I didn't know that was a thing. I just had that idea. Damn it!
It's a good idea.
What do you use? I use edges for face and like dead center for dick and ass.
I always just remember that whatever side is facing me was the side I used for my face, and then I use the underside for my ass and my dick.
Yeah, I don't trust. None of my towels are like that way. They're all like the same thing on both sides.
Mine
so
are
I
too.
Can't do that.
You just know, like when you set it on the little rack, the way I set it, it's always facing where I just.
Oh, I don't trust that at all. At least not for me.
Yeah, you gotta make peace with it at a certain point, you know. Just gotta be like, you know what? Maybe I did right. Like maybe I did wipe my ball, like rub my balls with this before. I don't think I did at this.
And point. I have to, but that's why I have zones of the towel, inside, outside.
Sometimes they say ignorance is bliss, bro. You just gotta remember that.
Oh, I mean, I know at some point I've wiped off my face with the dick side, but
you know, I was getting out of the shower the other day, and I just thought, you know, like sometimes, fellas, you just gotta wipe your face with a dick towel every now and then, you know, before you get to the regular towel. Before you can get a new towel, you gotta, you know, clean up with a dick towel every now and then. It's just
as long as it's not a cum towel.
As long as it's not the cum towel. Great words to live by. And I'm sure Southern Star loves that this is part of their ad.
I was about to say.
Southern Star
Brewing Company.
Now it starts.
Yeah.
Best beer in the entire world, on the entire planet. 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. If you want to go check out the brewery, let them know you're part of the Gravy Gang. They'll hook you up. We got our flag hanging right by where you get your tokens. And Keith and the gang are going to treat you just swell. You're going to love it. There's something for everybody at Southern Star Brewing Company. I personally like the Strawberry Bombshell Blonde. They also have the classic Bombshell Blonde, the Bombshell Vit, or what is left of it. If you're maybe not a big beer guy or gal, they have the Southern Brunch. It's a citrus shandy, and it basically just tastes like mimosas in a can. They got something for everybody. They got all kinds. The Conspiracy Theory IPA. Go up to the tap room, try all the tap room exclusive beers that they have available. Southern Star Brewing Company. If you're drinking a Southern Star, tag them on Twitter and Instagram. They are at Southern Star BC and at Southern Star Brewing Co. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the entire world, and the official beer sponsor of Pass the Gravy podcast and the Comeback Kid segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
First Comeback Kid we got this week is monkeys, because monkeypox is a thing. Did you guys know that? Monkeypox.
I've been hearing bits and pieces of it, but I think the entire world has just decided, no, we're not doing this again.
No,
like people are actively going out of their way to not talk about it. They're like, no, we just let it be a thing. Let it run through the population.
3 years.
We don't fucking 3 years.
Care. We're done.
It was like
played this game
in Texas.
We played this game before. No.
Yeah.
For better sure or
everyone
for worse,
listening is probably like,
we're done.
Yeah, no, we're not doing monkeypox. We're opting out.
Like, I like to think of the CDC is like, God damn it, another thing. Oh man, they're never gonna listen to us now. They're never gonna, like, we already tried this. Nobody listens. Then they all start pretending they're exercising so they can go outside. Then they end up just hanging out outside after exercising, and then they start partying. The lockdowns are just not gonna happen. No. If they die, they die. All right.
Now, like, if I lived in New York or California right now, I'd have a completely different reaction. It wouldn't be that, no, I'm opting out, I don't care. It would be, God damn it, not again. No, they're going to do it to us again. Because if they can, New York's going to lock down again. They fucking love that shit.
They're like, fuck yeah, you can't leave, motherfuckers.
Kyrie Irving is just sitting there like, son of a bitch, am I not going to be able to play again next year? Fuck.
Yeah, but monkeypox, they're definitely, they seem scary. I hope I don't get them.
Nope. I've heard the words monkeypox, and then I actively scroll past it every time. I refuse to learn anything about it.
Yeah. Just put your head in the sand. You're like, well,
that doesn't seem like a good plan.
Why not?
Just not knowing about it, not knowing what you can do to not get it. But I'm sure Alex here is going to tell you how to not get it.
Let me. No, I was going to say real quick though, Robert. I didn't really do anything to not get COVID, and I never got COVID.
Yeah, well, now you just ruined my perfect transition into the next Comeback Kid. Or at least, yeah.
He did avoid raves. I don't know if that's how you could get COVID, but I imagine that's one of the ways you could get COVID. But apparently monkeypox has been spread, according to a World Health Organization expert, by people having sex at raves. So fucking ravers, stop having all the monkeypox sex, all right? Just chill out.
All right, so I did do something to not get it. Okay.
You didn't go to any raves, but that's just for COVID.
Yeah.
That's just for monkeypox. You don't know about COVID, but
I was also actively,
an easy way to spread it.
I was not having sex, just to stop the spread,
Definitely.
I totally had options, guys.
Fellas, you're not getting laid. You're trying to prevent the spread of a disease.
I'm socially conscious, not unfuckable.
Exactly. Big of you to abstain.
I think that's the end bit right there.
Pat's body, his choice.
Yeah, that's probably the drop.
What else we got back this week?
I had a couple. And actually, there we go. This might have something to do with it. Pickup lines are back. So you know how I'd said before my buddy's wedding, I was testing out all these corny ass pickup lines. Came up with another one the other day.
Let's hear it.
Let me know 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how good you think this is. Roses are red. I'm awed by your beauty. Now take off those pants. Let me gobble that booty.
I wouldn't really try that out. It's funny when you tell us that.
It got a great laugh.
If a female. Well, were you seriously trying?
No, it was my same coworker that I used all the other ones on. But she laughed she kept laughing. I went over and told somebody else it, and I was like, see how you know it's a good one? Look over there. She's still laughing. It had staying power.
I like it.
Girls just want their booty gobbled. That's it.
Any other ones? I don't know if they all do.
Yeah, I had Snitching on Yourself. It just came out that this 71-year-old romance novelist who wrote a book, How to Murder Your Husband, was just convicted of murdering her husband. Like, you got to do it the OJ way. You write the book after you get off.
Yeah, after they can't come back for you because you double jeopardy. You gotta avoid the double jeopardy, and then you really paint them into a corner is what I've seen lately, you know. But yeah, that is weird. It's pretty odd that it's like, oh, and do you explain how to do it?
Yeah, just stupid. And then
I didn't rob the bank. A book from a bank robber.
No, it would be How to Rob a Bank.
No, but you try and like loosely, like you just have to change it up a little bit. Like, if I did it, I didn't rob a bank. So yeah,
and
snitching.
Then, snitching on yourself, and then birthdays. It's been a big part of all of our lives. Well, at least me and Alex's. Guys, Pornhub turns 15 today.
Happy birthday to P-Hub.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Pioneers.
A round of applause. Everybody, round of applause. Robert, round of applause. There we go.
Robert, big porn guy.
Robert, what are you, a pervert?
Robert exclusively watches Stepsisters.
I used to have a button here for applause, but I don't have it anymore. I replaced it with the was it the Jersey Shore guy? Pinocchio. Yeah, I replaced it with
Play it.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own?
That sound, you know what? That could be the beginning of a Pornhub video.
It could be.
Well, I'll let you get out of the house, but you got to do something for me. Actually, it's a good thing that porn music is basically a thing of the past. That shit was terrible.
It. I like it.
I don't like
having that like cheesy sound. Anytime anybody talks about porn, it's like bow bow. I like the porn music everybody else makes the sound for.
Just sounds like bad impressions of the Seinfeld theme.
It pretty much is. It's like these didn't make the cut. They sent them all. And he's like, I just need the bow ba-dum. He's like, but what about this? He's like, no, it's this. There's too much of this. I don't want that. I'm like, fine, we got another video we can use that for.
Yeah. So guys, make sure and gals celebrate Pornhub's birthday. I know I did.
It's an important thing to celebrate for sure.
Yeah. Self-care.
I had one other thing for Comeback Kid this week, and it's Jackie Robinson. And I'm going to preface this whole thing by saying, hi, my name's Alex, and I'm a white male, and this is my take on a situation.
That also involves your team.
But I'm a white male weighing in on a situation and doing this maybe ignorantly, but I don't intend to offend on it. So there, I've said my waiver. That's my jackass warning right there. It cannot be prosecuted. So Josh Donaldson on the Yankees was suspended for a game because he got into an altercation on Sunday. And it was Tim Anderson of the White Sox, who is an African-American and who has in interviews before referred to himself as the Jackie Robinson of today. He was talking shit to Josh Donaldson. Josh Donaldson said, quote, "What are you going to do, Jackie? Come on, Jackie. Come on." Like basically saying, okay, hey, Jackie. That was then looked at as he was calling him out by the color of his skin. You can look at it either way you want. I think it was an ignorant thing to say, not the best choice of words, but I don't think he meant it as like a racial slur.
So when I heard about this, my brain just immediately went, ooh, I'm backing out of this one. I'm just not going to learn anything more about it. Because I was like, my initial thought was, I hope he was saying it in a, dude, you're not Jackie Robinson kind of way. And then I was like, okay, I'm just not going to look at this. I'm sure I'll find out later.
Well, Jackie Robinson, who historically turned the other cheek and didn't instigate anything as well.
Yeah, which is not what Tim Anderson does. And see, this is why context is important. Now knowing that he's called himself the Jackie Robinson of this era or whatever the fuck he said, which, by the way, is absolutely fucking wild. No, you're fucking not. You're a good player. Hi, Sam. You're not the Jackie Robinson of anything. But I see nothing wrong with what Tim Anderson did then. If you're going to call yourself Jackie Robinson, I'm going to fucking mock you for calling yourself Jackie Robinson. And I think that's fair.
Not the best choice. I will say.
I think it's 100% fair. Choice. No,
but again, it is a context thing.
It's bullshit that Tim Anderson took it to the media without any context, knowing why he was mocked for saying it, and just threw it out there, knowing that it was going to be taken the wrong way. I don't think Donaldson should have been suspended a game now. That's bullshit. You can't. That's like
bad luck. It's bad luck. I understand the 1 game suspension. I get that. It's one of those things where it's like, it's weird that Jackie Robinson is an insult. Jackie Robinson's always been like,
but it wasn't an insult. It was mocking him.
Right. No, but they're like, wow, he insulted him by calling him that. And it's like, you're calling, wait, what? How is it an insult to, like, Jackie Robinson was an awesome dude. Like, everybody loves Jackie Robinson now. Like, it's like, I think that was kind of the conscious. Like, okay, look, dude, you're not fucking Jackie Robinson. You're not fucking just beloved right now. Chill out, man.
Yeah, that's like me saying that I'm the fucking Larry Bird of podcasting. And then you going, okay, Larry, and me being like, whoa, dude, that's crossing the line.
It just shows you like anybody's gonna get mad over anything. And like people don't like, there's people that like try and like read information. They try and like, haha, this is funny, or they joke around about stuff. And then there's people that all they do online is try and find stuff that like they can make a big deal about, like, oh, I can't believe so-and-so did this. And that's what happened here, I think. I think Josh Donaldson probably shouldn't have said that, but I don't think that he meant anything like racial or like hateful towards it. He was just like, all right, dude, you're fucking thinking you're like the fucking big shot here today. Chill out.
And I still like Tim Anderson.
But from what I understand is he had told Donaldson, like, hey, don't call me that. Don't call me that. And Josh Donaldson was still like egging him on.
Well, okay. I mean, what happens when you tell me not to touch the wet paint, Robert? I'm going to touch the wet paint.
If I don't like you.
And if it was in an altercation when they're like the benches cleared, they were kind of fucking, everybody was spatting at each other. It's like, don't say that. It's like, I don't think he was like, if you were saying the N-word, abso-fucking-lutely, you know? If he was saying something like, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm a white guy. Again, I'm a white guy. I'm probably not the best person to speak out on this. I'm just trying to say it from my dumb brain, what I think. I think it's like, don't call me stupid. Don't call me stupid. Yo, you're stupid. You're stupid. It's kind of the same lines.
And they don't like each other. They have a history. The two teams don't like each other. They've been getting into shit. If someone I like or I don't like, it's like, don't call me that. I'm like, fuck you. I don't give a shit about you. You made a stupid comparison about yourself. I'm going to mock you for it. And you can't, like, anytime I've done anything dumb, if somebody made fun of me for it and I was like, I don't do that. I don't like that. So
that's basically asking them to do it again.
Yeah. Just because you don't want someone to do it doesn't mean they don't have the right to do it.
A lot of people grew up not knowing reverse psychology. Okay. And they got to learn it. Like, we got to figure it out. It's like, no, dude, you don't understand. Now you're egging him on more.
You think my brother would have called me chalupa for so many years if he knew it didn't get under my skin? As soon as people find out that it pisses you off, they're going to keep doing it.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
I'd fucking call him Jackie next time I played him too. Except, I wouldn't. They'd suspend me for more games.
Wow, amazing.
Or I would clearly,
Josh Donaldson, 1 game suspension. The whole Astros team, nothing. Wow, 2017 Astros, unpunished.
That's probably somebody's
take on it, I'm sure. No, I'm just saying it's out there on Twitter. I'm 100% positive somebody has come up with that one so far.
Oh, I mean, yeah. The Yankees fans love doing that one. And now that it happened to one of their guys, it definitely has been said.
But yeah, Jackie Robinson, comeback kid for sure this week. So that was the comeback kid saying. I think we're blazing right through this podcast right now, Robert.
Every time we say that,
I think I just gave it.
Yep. Every time you say it.
Let's move on to the What Would Jesus Do segment. Basically, when we were growing up, we had the What Would Jesus Do bracelets, but they never told us exactly what he would do. You're just supposed to think about it. I'd like answers, so we're going to give you the answers. Use the hashtag PTGWWJD to @PassGreatPod on Twitter. Hit us up. We're going to keep doing this segment until you guys stop submitting scenarios. We need all the scenarios we can get so Jesus in a situation he'd find himself in today's times, and we'll tell you how he would handle it. Hit us up, hashtag PTGWWJD to @PassGreatPod. This is the What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a amount of time. If you wrote the jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
All right, this week's What Would Jesus Do comes to us from our buddy Jordan Welch @J_Welch 2795 on Twitter. And he says, if Jesus played in a rock band, what instrument would he play? And what would his style of music be? Which band would sound similar to his style of music? All right. I don't want to just like make it that quick, but I feel like I'd like to think we all thought the exact same thing immediately. And it's Creed. It's obviously going to sound like Creed. His band's going to sound just like Creed. And Jesus is a front man. He's an axe man. He plays guitar and he's lead vocals. He's Jesus. He spreads the word by singing the word of God through Creed. That's his sacrifice.
I was going to say, of course, lead singer. Whether or not he plays the guitar too or not, or if he's just the vocalist, that's an instrument.
True.
I don't know why, but I thought Rush. I don't know why, but in my head, I can just picture Jesus singing lead vocals for Rush.
I can see that a little bit.
Maybe just because Geddy Lee had long hair.
But I think he would be more of like a Scott Stapp Creed guy who also had long hair at points in time.
I mean, either way, Jesus, it's rock. Jesus is gonna fucking rock.
It's rock. And then also, what was his face from from the Branch Davidians?
Oh,
David Koresh. Also, David Koresh was a lead singer, played the axe. Like he says he was like Jesus. I'd like to think that he was kind of like follows that way too, but like not in the bad stuff David Koresh did. He just seemed like a chill dude. And I'm thinking of the Tim Riggins played version of him on the show Waco, and not necessarily the guy in real life.
I want to have Robert settle this and pick between our two or offer his own, but I have a feeling he at least knows some Creed. I don't think he knows any Rush.
I don't know any of either.
You know Creed?
No.
Okay, then you got to give us one. You got to give us. Are you agreeing he's at least a lead vocalist and probably guitar player?
No, that's too much attention for him.
Wow.
Drummer?
He's a drummer.
Okay, so then
He's
it's
the
definitely
backbone.
Rush. It's definitely Rush then.
He's always there for you.
Well, then what band would he be like?
Pantera, because they have the song Walk. And he...
Oh, shit! I'm with Robert. Because honestly, that was probably part of it. I thought if he wasn't lead singer, drummer, and that's probably where
he
all
wasn't
going
going
to
to
be
bass.
No, Jesus is not a bass man. He don't slap in a bass.
Guy.
Jesus don't slap anyone. He turns the other cheek.
Nothing wrong with bass guys.
Nothing wrong
Shout
with
out
it.
Connor,
But
who plays bass in Lucid Illusions. We love you, buddy. But
yeah,
not, like Jesus wouldn't be a bass guy.
Yeah, you got to slap the bass, and Jesus doesn't slap. So I'm down with drummer and Pantera.
I'm really
like I said,
upset.
Jesus is gonna rock.
I'm really upset that Robert doesn't know who Creed or Rush are. Like, he can't name a song.
With arms wide open. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, though. When Creed was really big on the radio,
that's just
when
like
they were
it, right?
When they were really big on the radio, though, Robert was like 6.
Well, I just heard The news today. What?
Robert, you gotta listen to some Creed, man.
Come on.
Creed slaps.
Really not cool. Robert doesn't know anything from Creed.
It hits diff. For real, dog.
Dude, just listen to it. You'll cry the first time.
No cap. No cap.
No cap, dog. You know, it just got me thinking, dude. I was talking to my buddy Robert the other day about rock bands, and it's like sometimes, you know, you take for granted the good ones while they're still around. And that got me thinking, dude. Just got me thinking, like, we've all got our arms wide open. You know, we've all got our arms wide open. We are our own Creed.
What if you do positive ones and I do negative ones? All of mine are just like, give up.
No, it's not motivational, bro. You gotta be motivational. You have to make it like as cringy as you can, and hateful ones are funny. They're just not cringy.
Well, I want to be funny. Demotivational ones.
Demotivational.
Just encourage people to walk up and punch their boss in the face because he's being a dick.
You'll hate that, because if you're being demotivational, I'll have to be motivational to, you know, build you right back up, buddy.
The only Rush song I know is YYZ, because it was in Rock Band, I think.
It was.
Yeah.
You don't know Exit the Warrior, Today's Time Soyi?
No
Man.
idea. Nope.
Living in the Limelight?
Mm-mm.
I know it's just called Limelight. I was just saying lyrics.
Before my time.
It was.
But you still like know a couple of songs.
I know one.
That's not a couple. Well, okay, Jordan, thanks for just giving us the reason to be mad at Robert. No, I did say sometimes you get a rainbow, you got to look through the rainstorm. All right.
I'm not even surprised though.
Positive vibes.
Creed is a little surprising to me, but Rush, I'm not surprised at all that he doesn't.
I'm pretty.
But also,
surprised.
you got to remember, like I said, he was like 6 when they were really popular. Because wait, Robert, you were born in 95, right?
Yes.
So yeah, dude, very early 2000s was Creed.
Shit, that's true. It's true.
Makes you think, man. Just time keeps going and the world turns, but you got to just keep going with it.
You know, man, I mean, when life gives you lemons, yeah, make lemonade. And Robert just gave us the lemons right there. So, hey, let's not let stop us, you know? I can't fucking talk, fellas. YOLO. Beer and whistle.
That's definitely a thing now. God damn it.
Dude, you're not being your own whistle. You need to be your own whistle. You're trying to be someone else's whistle.
Tweet that so goddamn much at me now.
Your own whistle. All right, buddy? When Pat's seeming down, everybody just let him know he can be his own whistle. And you too, whoever's listening or watching. You at home, be your own whistle. Got me thinking.
God damn you.
We are going to just hate us. All right. Great question, Jordan. Hashtag PTGWWJ82 at PassingGradePod on Twitter. Let's move on to the not cool segment now. Throughout your life, there's going to be times where you have things that happen to you that just make you say, hey, man, that's not cool. It can be, it can be a very serious thing. It could be, maybe you just stubbed your toe. Maybe Pat ran over me with his car. That's a very not cool, but they are all not cool. So we like it when you guys share your not cools with us. Hit us up on Twitter at PassTheGradePod. Use the hashtag PTG not cool. That's how we'll find them. Share your not cools throughout the week, and we're gonna pick some of the better ones that we get on Twitter, or the ones that we see at least. And we'd like to share them because I think it's a lot of fun. And then that usually gets us off on tangents, and Robert hates it, but we enjoy it. So hit us up, hashtag PTG not cool at PassTheGradePod. This is the Not Cool segment brought to you by LittleMShop.com. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, get you some of the best air fresheners on the planet. They also have stickers. They got little compact mirrors for you ladies or fellas. We don't judge here. They got t-shirts. They got all kinds of stuff, a little bit of something for everybody, but I do recommend the air fresheners. Get them when you spend $10 or more at littlemshop.com. You are going to get free shipping on your order. You can also use promo code PTG69 to get 10% off your order at littlemshop.com. That's littlemshop.com. Give them a follow on Twitter and Instagram at littleemtweets on Twitter and at littlemshop on Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people, supporting the podcast. littlemshop.com, the official sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
I can go first with my not cool. And my not cool is that the check engine light came on in my car today. And I was not feeling great about it. I made it to work, and then all day at work, I was stressed about, like, am I not going to make it home with my check engine light on? Did make it home, but was like, okay, well, I'm going to go take it to the place. Can't do it on a podcast day. But then I looked and realized that my insurance was expired as well. So I've been riding dirty for like 2 months. So then I did the whole reapply, get the insurance thing. And the coverage didn't even start till today or till tomorrow. So I couldn't have taken it in today because when I showed my insurance, they're like, no, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, it's an engine and it's a 2007 car. And that makes me nervous that it could be very expensive, or I would have to get another car. And I'm really hoping that I don't have to do that because I like the car that I have and I just want it to work. So that's one of my not cools. My other not cool is back to my apartments, the war on my apartments, Alex versus the apartments. And this battle of the war, it's the battle of the parking garage, because I have told you guys before that they've started they're just trying to come up with more charges to get people to pay more shit for it. They're not fixing anything. They're just charging more for stuff. One of the elevators hasn't worked in a month, but that's not going to get fixed. They actually were doing inspections apparently for something. I don't know why, but they called me at work twice the other day. We're like, hey, we can't get in your apartment with our key. And I was like, well, that sounds like a you problem because you guys have the master key, don't you? And they're like, yeah, we just don't know why we can't get in. I was like, I haven't done anything to screw with the locks. I didn't change the locks or anything, but I wanted to just be your key is just like the elevators and the pool and this and this and this and this and this that don't work. Huh. Not surprised, but besides the point. So they were charging for parking spots and nobody was paying for the parking spots. There were a couple of people that did, but not a lot of people did because it's not that big of a parking garage. So it's I don't really need a reserved spot. There's not 7 floors or anything. It's 1 floor. And then what they did recently is I actually tweeted about this. If you want to go check, look at it on Twitter, Pat. They've blocked off the front 10 spots when you walk out. I saw that earlier. And it's just marked reserved. No one's bought the reserved spots though. They are empty 24/7. There's not been a car in it since they put them like that. And it's just them trying to force traffic jams or force people to cram into the other spots by being no, we're just gonna mark this whole row. And then they marked the row by where the maintenance people work so they can park their little golf cart in it, but there's 4 other ones that have never been full. They're just trying to force people to pay $25 a month for a parking spot when you could just walk 5 feet to the next parking spot. But it's pretty funny, and it's also bullshit at the same time that nobody took the bait, and we're no, go fuck yourself. We're not going to give you more money just oh, this is my parking spot. This is my parking spot. Look at me. I want to be what would it cost to just get a parking spot for all of the spots so no one else can park here? I'd like to do that. Here's all of the money I have.
That would be pretty
freeze
great.
Out everybody else. No, but the people in my apartments, they're on my team, they're my people. So I like that we have this whole fuck you guys, we're not doing it, and still nobody's taking the bite. And it's been over a week now that it's just been because at first I was okay, well maybe the person that has this spot just maybe they work weird hours, but it's no, all hours. I've walked the dog through there. There's no one ever that's parked there.
You should organize like a barbecue down at your pool or just like a little potluck.
Well, the pool's green, so I'm not going to do that.
No. You don't have to go in the pool. But like a little potluck, like start putting up signs around your apartment complex. Like, hey, let's all get together and just get hammered out by the pool and just shit talk them within distance where they can hear us all. Let's all get together and just bitch
call
about
them
them.
Losers. Just call them big loot. You guys are losers. And like, no, I'm not.
Organize it like 30 minutes.
Losers.
Like 30 minutes before the office closes. And 5 minutes before the office closes, have everyone just walk over and just be like, I have a complaint. And one by one. And they're like, oh, sorry, we don't, we're about to close. Be like, oh, really? Because we've got 30 people in the office and you can't get us all out. You're going to sit here and listen to all this. We're going to do this every day until you stop being dickheads.
Start rioting. No, they're not going to do anything.
No, that'd be a good idea. Like just one day, I'll do it on like a Friday to get everyone to go down there and just clog the office 5 minutes before they're supposed to go home and don't let them.
Just stand around their car.
Delay that just right in the office. But, oh, you can't get out of the office because we're all blocking your way out. Maybe you guys weren't such fucking assholes. I'm just going to have to stick
Frankie Ocho on these people. I'm just going to have to get the Ochmeister in here. And I've done everything I could to not have to get Frankie involved. But Mr. Francis Vicente Ocho is going to have to get his apartment boots on. Get to the apartment unions. I don't know if they have an apartment union, but maybe we start one. Maybe we unionize as tenants. That's
we have looked up those things before where you can mail poop to people. Maybe just mail some poop to your office and then they open it up and they've got poop.
I do know the manager's name.
Yeah.
And then the next week it's just glitter.
I mean, there used to be a bunch of these. It seems like some of them have been closed down. Not as big of a market for sending shit as I would have anticipated.
Just the day we get out of here and I can tell you guys where I lived. And we can just, they're going down. Oh, they're going down.
Oh, and this one's in euros. They might have shut this down in the US.
Pay however. You know what? A little currency difference isn't going to change the way that I go about my day, right?
Also, if it's shipping from the UK or anywhere that uses euros, it's going to be some ripe shit by the time it gets to Texas.
You know what they say? You got to kiss a few frogs before you find your prince. So they say that.
They do say that.
They do say that.
That is the thing people say.
If I want to blow my own whistle, sometimes you got to kiss some frogs.
Before you can blow a whistle.
YOLO.
Sick, dude.
So yeah, those are my not cools.
I got just a few ones. One is I was up till 6 o'clock today. That's fucking stupid. I don't know why I keep doing this. I went to bed and it was starting to get light outside, and I was like, God damn it. Well, I mean, part of it is I was replaying the first Batman game because there's a new one coming out in October, so I'm going to replay all 3 of them. And it's super compelling. So I was up late playing that, but it was more so because I was drinking whiskey and gin, and that tends to keep me awake.
I could see that.
So, yeah, I like gin. And the other one, just probably the longest running not cool or most used not cool on this podcast is Xfinity. Shocking that they're back.
It's a good one. It's a good. Yeah. What did they do this time?
So my internet has been super shitty for like the last almost a month now, to where multiple times a day it'll just drop and then have to reload. Like all of a sudden the internet will just go out and then have to reload. And when I'm watching TV, which I've been watching more actual TV and not just streaming lately because, playoffs are going on. So I'll have that on and the picture just gets all digitized and then it'll fix. And then like 20 seconds later, it gets all digitally and then gets fixed. It's like, this has been going on for a fucking month. We've tried resetting our system multiple times. We put in calls to them. They're like, also, sometimes I'm watching TV and I try and like change the channel and it's just like, the box isn't responding. Are your wires tight? I'm like, well, they've been tight for the last 6 hours that I was doing this. So obviously this is something on your fucking end.
Do you think Do you think I just like taped it to it? Like,
I haven't
screwed them in.
I haven't touched that wire since it was screwed in the first time. It's tight.
There's not been an earthquake. Have you tried putting the router in rice?
No. So then that was the other thing. Sunday night, I'm trying to ball with my bro. Sunday morning, afternoon, whatever the fuck it was, we're playing video games. And like 3 times in probably like a 40-minute stretch, my internet just drops out. I get kicked off the game, have to unload everything, re-fucking load it. So then we say, fuck it, because they had told us recently my sister got a new box, I got a new box because all this shit was happening. Still didn't get fixed. And box. And they had told her then, hey, if you for like $20 more a month, you can upgrade and get the better internet. So I was like, fuck it, let's do it. So Sunday we go and get that changed out. I'm playing for a while with my buddies on Sunday night. Bam, drops out again. And I was like, what the fuck? She's like, well, they said it might not actually kick in until the next day. I was like, okay, whatever. Monday, I'm up late at night. I get home from work probably 11:30, watching some shit. Internet kicks out. It still does it every single fucking day. The picture's still fucking digitized. I don't know what the fuck, like, I'm going to have to get somebody out here to look at it and be like, Jesus Christ, can you fix my fucking shit that I pay you for that does not work?
You know what I'm putting together based on this story is like, so like, I mean, it's well known that you just kind of like blow me off now on playing Fortnite. You don't want to hang out with me or any of the gravy gang like Zach or
I don't have enough space to download Fortnite.
That are playing Fortnite. But the other night we were playing and we just kept saying like your Xbox account is Red Chubby Panda, and it kept being like Red Chubby Panda is online. And then like 5 minutes later, it'd be like Red Chubby Panda is online. And then another 2 minutes, Red Chubby Panda is online. I was like, what the fuck is Pat doing? Like, make up your mind. You want to play Xbox or do you not want to play Xbox? I thought you were just being incredibly indecisive about like, oh, I don't want a game. Yeah, I do. I don't want a game. Yeah, I do. I don't want a game. Yeah, I do. And I was like, what the fuck is his deal? And
when was this?
Because your internet was shitty. It was like a couple of nights ago.
It's probably Sunday.
I don't know. I just remember I remember like commenting on it, and that's funny that like that was actually why it was, because it was your internet. It wasn't you being indecisive. But I pictured you being like, never mind. I don't want to play. No, I do. Nah, I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, it's so goddamn frustrating that my only sources of entertainment are spotty at best. When I just gave them, I've just renewed my contract. That's when we got the new boxes, and then upgraded my internet like 4 days fucking later. Still can't get service.
That's some bullshit.
So like I've spent the last few days just wanting to murder everybody, not just that's at fault here. Anybody that works for Xfinity, I want to cause you physical harm. Just because you're working.
But it's not their fault.
It's not, but I want to ask them, what's it like working for Satan's asshole?
Is that the only company that you can get there?
No, but I'm not going to use the effort to fucking change companies.
It's a pain in the ass.
Well, here's the other thing. I'm not going to get satellite so that when
it rains, you can't see anything.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're already having that issue, though.
No, I see it. It'll go to like,
point.
It's not the worst. Like I can still see it's just annoying as fuck. Like I'm paying you. Why is this doing this? It doesn't make sense.
You're gonna have to have them come out to the house. You got to make an appointment, but it's like 7 months away. They're like, well, actually, we're booked solid. You booked solid for 7 weeks. Like you can't come in here for 7 weeks. And like, well, we're really busy. It's like because your stuff is so shitty that everybody has to keep getting it fixed.
Which is funny because we see Xfinity vans in our neighborhood all the fucking time. It's like all the goddamn time. So just like maybe it's my area. They're like, we can't figure out your neighborhood. Stop offering us fucking service then. It's just, I hate it. I hate it.
Oh, not cool.
I would rather deal with like Spirit Airlines than deal with Xfinity.
Robert, what did you have? Is you're not cool?
My thumb hurts.
Why do Robert's not cool's always make me feel better? Why does your thumb hurt, Robert?
So last week I told you guys about how our gate was not working, and so I would have to manually open it in order to get out, and then stop the car, get out to manually close it. So I had to do that this past Monday because I was going into the office to film some things. So I
hang out with me.
Yeah, hang out with Alex.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, well, you were probably waking up at that time.
He's going to bed.
Yeah, probably going to bed.
Fair.
So I get out. I open the gate so I can get out. I get out of my car so I can close the gate. And as I'm doing that, I'm closing the door to my car, and it gets my thumb gets stuck in between the door and the door frame as I'm closing it. And you know, like how when your car is closed but not closed, like you need to push it and then that'll do the close. It was in that stage, and it just like crushed my thumb and like immediately started like getting purple, and I could see like, I don't know,
under the nail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be.
That's always a good one.
And 2 days later, it's still hurting me, and I can't do anything. Like I have my phone in my pocket, like just getting that out of my pocket hurts, and just
it's like you have to just use your two fingers to scissors it.
And just things I do normally that never realize, like where my thumb is placed, that it's hurting. Like I bumped it up against a table that normally wouldn't have hurt at all. I'm like, nope, that hurts.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're watching the video version, you're getting it. If not, you have no idea. Go watch the video version. That's a good reason. Pass Great Podcast on YouTube. Yeah, no, that is worse. Is the nail still purple?
I think it's gray.
Let me see. Hold it up to the camera. We'll tell you.
I think it's a little purple. I have to turn it that way. Let's see.
Oh yeah, you can see that bruise on there. Yeah.
Well, that's bad boy right there.
It's not so much under the nail. That's more on like the skin part of it.
But it's like right at the bottom of the nail.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have to grow out though.
Yeah.
If it bleeds, it's gotta grow out.
It hurts.
At least the nail didn't come off. That would have been bad.
I know. I was thinking about that too, because it was. I was in a lot of pain. I'm thinking,
hate that.
It's a big
it's
old
good, not cool though.
It's a solid, not cool. I think you win this one.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. But you know what, dude? Just remember, the heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Right?
Follow your heart,
Ruth
kid.
taught me that. Great Bambino. That's where I learned that from.
George Sherman.
All right, moving on. Let's do our final segment of the week. It's the answers segment. If there's anything at all that you got questions about, maybe you got women, you have questions about your changing bodies. You probably need a man to tell you what to do with your body, apparently. I don't know. That's what they're saying these days. Fellas, ladies, anybody, relationship advice? We got your back. Got a high thought, something you thought of while drunk, something you saw online, hit us up at PassGreatPod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's how we're going to search for them first. You can also email them to us, answers@passthegravipod.com. And I think there's a link on our website. You can go ask us questions as well. But go passthegravipod.com. But then PassGreatPod on Twitter, hashtag PTG Answers. That's the one we're going to check first. So that's a way better chance of getting your questions asked faster on that. Let's go into the answers segment. Let's just
answer the question. Why just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question. Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question. Answers.
Any questions?
Our first question this week comes from our podcast son, Skylar Lester. Skylar says, why would anyone choose to go big when the alternative is to go home?
I go big at home, man. That's the best.
Maybe
of both
you don't
worlds.
like home. Maybe you don't have a fun home.
That's a good point. Sometimes you can't go. Like sometimes you're forced. Like if you're forced to be out with people and doing things, fuck, might as well go big. You go big when you can't go home. That's what the answer is. You only go big when you can't go home. I go home and then I go big just by myself. And then I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I should have texted Alex good morning. It's a bad friend move by me.
That was a terrible friend move, but I forgive you.
Yeah,
You're forgiven.
I've got plans with a couple friends later because one of them's in town. And as of yesterday, we were planning on meeting up tonight. As of yesterday, no plans have been set for location or time. So before I went to bed at 6, I texted her. I was like, hey, he's not going to make the choice. So what's your address? I'll find a spot that's in between us. Send. I wake up at 1 o'clock. She had responded at like 7. So she responded within the hour to me, probably assuming that I was awake. No.
Up for the day. Yeah.
She was just had to wait fucking hours.
18 hours.
Just hours until finally I was like, okay, got it.
Tight.
But I'll be able to go home after, so I will not be going big because I'm driving. So
yeah, I do think I get the saying, like, you gotta go big, bro, or you gotta go home, but like home is fun for a lot of people. So
home is nice.
Home's not the worst thing.
Home is cozy. Home has dogs.
But I guess like the end result would be good. Usually I would think of it as like a sports reference. So it's like winning a championship is probably better than going home. So yeah. maybe that's why. But most times I would rather go home than go big.
Almost all times.
More times than not, going home over going big.
But sometimes when it's better to go big than go home? You got boys weekend.
When?
Just you and the boys.
Yeah, just you and the broskies, just chilling.
We're gonna have one of those coming up.
Yeah, we are.
I got a boys weekend coming up in like 3 weeks too. I'm gonna go big.
All kinds of boys weekends for you,
dude. This is the summer of the boys.
Summer of the boys, finally, hot boy summer.
I mean, shit. This Saturday we're gonna go big.
Yeah, we are. Buzzfest, Gravy Gang. We're all
summer of the boys.
Are we all wearing PTG gear?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have probably this shirt, and then my my classic just drinking the Savannah Bananas jersey over the top.
Solid.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real sweaty.
You're just gonna become that guy that like everybody's like, Pat wears the same clothes to everything.
Yeah,
it's like no, he just wears that jersey everywhere.
Yeah, well, it's comfort is number one for me, and 2, it's a sick fucking jersey.
It is pretty sick.
I spent money on that thing. Your boy's gonna wear it.
No, I get you.
And I got all the red wine stains out of it, so we're good.
I think I'm gonna wear my Gravy City jersey.
Good choice. Good choice.
All right. Next question we got is from David Ruiz at David_Ruiz90. And he says, does more bubbles mean that stuff is getting more clean? Like clothes or dishes? The more bubbles, the cleaner something is. I don't know, because I feel like there's always those videos, especially like on like those like college like meme accounts where it's like the people that put dish soap in the dishwasher or whatever it is, whatever the wrong soap is, and then it just like floods their kitchen with bubbles. And I think in that case, it's probably not cleaner, because then you have to do cleaning yourself. And if it was cleaner, you would just have to like get rid of the bubbles. You wouldn't have to.
No, technically at that point, you're just drying. But once you dry that floor, it's going to be clean as shit. Think of it this way, though. You ever have a cut on your hand or something and you break out the hydrogen peroxide and pour that bitch on it?
Hydroprox, yeah.
Bro, super bubbly. And then those bubbles die down, you wipe it off, you pour some more. Second time, not as bubbly because there's not as much to clean. But the first time,
fuck you, germs.
Yeah, I used to love doing that as a kid.
Suck my dick, germs.
Now it makes me realize how boring of a life I live. I haven't had to do that in like 10 years.
I did that a couple weeks ago.
Can't remember the last time I poured hydrogen peroxide on something. Because I don't go out and do anything.
Going for a run.
Yeah.
Maybe I tripped.
These colors don't run, all right?
Tripped on the concrete. Watch out for that there concrete. A little scrape on the leg. But you're like, suck it. We've got a little hydroperox all over that bee. I always feel like we should be able to just pour hydrogen peroxide on anything. Like, ew, it's gross. But like, it should work on other stuff too. Like any germs anywhere, it should just bubble.
So you just want hydrogen peroxide to be the Pepto-Bismol of cleaners.
Think of how much more you would clean though. Like if you had a Clorox wipe and when you did it, you just saw like little bubbles where like germs were. You're like, oh, let's get that spot even more. Let's get that. Like everything would be super clean.
Because you'd be able to see what needs more.
Why can't we do that? It's 2020.
I don't know.
I thought we were in the future.
It's a brilliant cleaning tactic. I don't know why it's not done. You're a gentleman and a scholar, sir.
Just coming up with these ideas. It's like the rest of the world, like, hey, hot and sour soup. Oh, okay. What if we threw wontons in that? The world's like, no.
I want it so bad.
It's an incredible idea. This doesn't seem like a crazy idea, but no, nobody's tried it yet. So, yeah, I think that so we're going to say more bubbles does mean more clean.
Definitely.
What about like if you have rabies and you're bubbling at the mouth? Like that seems like that wouldn't be more clean.
That's foaming at the mouth. You're not bubbling.
And you did say clothes/dishes. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, more is better.
Definitely.
Good question.
Yeah, in my mind, it's always been more bubbles equals more clean.
More bubbles also means like more time. You have to like rinse it too, because it's like I gotta get those bubbles out of there.
Oh, even Joe Dirt said it. And then they're like, hey, you got the foaming bubble stuff, and he's like, it cleans the bowl so you don't have to. No, I don't have that stuff. More bubbles. There you go. It was cleaning it all.
All right, what we got next? It's Todd Voss at as_seen_by_TV. Todd says, is it worse to give decaf to someone who wants caffeinated coffee or caffeinated coffee to someone who wants decaf?
A million times worse to give decaf to somebody who wants caffeinated coffee.
No,
I disagree.
I
think it's worse because if you don't drink caffeine or like you don't want the like caffeine effect, like I don't get it. I don't understand. Like to me, it's like coffee is something that I drink because I need to wake up. Like if it doesn't have the caffeine in it, it doesn't have a point to me. But I guess people do like the taste of coffee. But if you were like, your friend was like, hey, I don't want any caffeine in this bad boy, like get that, then they're gonna get the jitters and stuff. Like if you were like, bro, I need some coffee. Hook me up with like the biggest like jet fuel coffee I can get, and I gave you decaf. Like you're just not gonna wake up. Like you're just gonna be tired later. Like, yeah, and you don't get the jitters and stuff.
And you can undo that like by just having coffee. You can't undo having coffee when you want a decaf.
Agreed.
Counterpoint.
No, move on.
If you're drinking coffee and you're like, I need coffee non-decaf, like I need caffeinated coffee, it's because you fucking need it. You need it to wake up. You got to get your day going. You got to get to work. You got to get productive. And someone hands you decaf and you drink it and you're still just dead fucking asleep, dragging ass. You can't do your job. If you're drinking decaf coffee on purpose, you're a fucking asshole. Why the fuck are you drinking coffee if you don't want that?
I guess they like the taste. I don't know.
The whole purpose of coffee is to caffeinate yourself so you can get going and do it. People that order, like go to a restaurant, we don't do that because I don't fuck with the coffee. So I don't have to deal with any of this shit because they know I'll just be pissed off and not do it right. If you're out at a restaurant and it's like 8, 9 o'clock and you just want post-meal coffee, but decaf because I don't want to be up all night, fuck you. Get a water. Get anything else. Like, why are you
I agree with that logic. I think it's
and then, but also
I think that's like an old-timey thing though. Like our grandparents had like coffee after dinner. Like that's a weird thing to me.
If coffee is in the morning, and
that's it.
If you're out somewhere and you order a decaf coffee and they give you caffeinated coffee, sorry, too bad. That's on you because nobody drinks the shit. They'll probably maybe make one pot a night and have like 5 other pots of caffeinated coffee. They happen to grab the wrong one because you just like the taste of coffee, but you don't want to be up. That's on you. That's your fault.
Bring a thermos.
Don't order a stupid fucking drink. That's like complaining. I want an espresso martini, which is a very involved drink to make. It takes time. And then like 2 minutes later being like, excuse me, where's my drink? I ordered it. Well, the bartender isn't just making your drinks, and that drink takes like 9 steps. First of which is just brewing the espresso, which is going to take a couple minutes before they even get into making the drink. Shut the fuck up if you're going to be difficult about things.
Well, I feel like that way about like people that don't drink beer but drink
legalized decaf coffee.
I think it's odd as well. Like I just don't understand the logic. People have their reasonings. I'm not going to shit on them for that. Like if you like the taste of coffee, like go ahead, you're allowed to do that. But like I also think that way, like,
at home,
like when you don't drink beer, but like you have non-alcoholic beer, like Robert doesn't drink.
Stupid.
But like, would it be weird? It would seem weird to me if Robert was just crushing 6-packs of like St. Pauli girl, or like
he would be like, this tastes
0.0. It's like, why do you want the beer? Like people just like the taste of beer? I guess like it makes like and like that with alcohol it makes you fit in more, I guess. So like people are like, why are you drinking? Like so I kind of get that, but like coffee, it's weird. It's just like, dude, no, and I also am somebody that drinks coffee black, so like I don't ever put anything in it. So I think that we don't appreciate, like a lot of people like, okay, I put my sugar in here, I got my creamer, I got a really good tasting creamer. Like they like the taste of all of that.
Then you don't care about coffee. If you really cared about coffee, you'd be drinking it black.
Well, now you're starting to sound like a coffee snob.
No,
but you can't be because you just drink black coffee all the time.
I want decaf, but I'm going to add 3 Splenda, 4 pumps of mocha, and cream. You're adding all that sugar. You're going to be awake anyway, you dumbass.
That's a good point. I still think it's worse to give somebody that wants decaf caffeine because it's going to make them jittery. It's going to give them the effect that they don't want. Whereas like, if you pranked me by giving me decaf instead of caffeinated coffee, I'm just like, I'm still tired, dude. That's crazy. I just crushed 2 cups of coffee. And you're like, haha, stupid idiot. But then like, if you're like, dude, I just don't like the feeling that caffeine gives me. I know people that don't like coffee because it like makes them jittery. It used to make me jittery. Until I started like just doing it. Then after a while, you're like, okay, this is just my life now. I drink coffee in the morning.
I used to rarely, like once every 6 months, I would drink coffee if it was at work and I was super tired. And I remember even as late as like 2019, I wasn't doing it. And I had a cup of coffee at work one day. And then the kitchen guys were laughing because I was telling them, I was like, this is why I can't do it. My hand's fucking jittery.
Yeah.
Like I never drink this. Like I could drink Red Bulls, but like coffee would now I fucking down that shit all the time because I've got the worst sleep schedule fucking ever. And I drink like a moron. So I need that bitch.
Yeah, try and keep it to 1 cup a day. 1 cup a day. Sometimes you gotta do the extra one. But I only say that for like, man, I'm really tired.
I don't drink it. I mean, I'll sometimes go like 2 weeks without a cup of coffee, but also sometimes I'll be at work and it's like
I have a very set schedule that involves
I'm doing it
very early hours. So I kind of just am like, you know what? I'm taking my my coffee to work with me. Although the new office at work, now that the sales people are on the same floor as us, we get the good coffee. They got Texas pecan coffee.
Yeah, you'd think the on-air personalities that need to be on all the time and funny and engaging, you'd think they would have always had the good coffee.
Sales is always king because sales brings in the money. Always got to remember where you stand.
There's nothing to sell if the content isn't good.
They can find somebody to make the content.
You can always find somebody to sell the content. I would say there's less people that are good at being on air than there are at selling things.
Okay, I agree with that, but like, there's also
you would look at Alex just shitting on sales over here.
I said I'm a company guy. I said I know where I stand.
Normally I accept the 2-1 vote, but I cannot accept this from y'all.
Well, you got outvoted, so you got to deal with it. Good question,
Democracy.
Todd. Next one is from Ashley Wilkins at Buster Healer Mix on Twitter. She says, does a vagina make a better boomerang or a ladle? Before you say you cannot throw a vagina, you can break up with a vagina and it may come back to you after groveling. A ladle, no explanation needed.
First of all, I've never broken up with a vagina. Women, we're very feminist and pro women here. That's very disrespectful to refer to women just as their vaginas.
Think so as well, which is why I'm going to go ladle.
It's definitely a ladle. It can hold
liquid.
A lot of stuff.
We know that. The liquid, specifically for ladle, we know it can do that.
It's definitely a ladle.
It's a ladle. Are we all in agreement on this, Robert? Robert, boxes. Are they ladles or are they boomerangs?
Robert, before you disagree, remember, me and you agree that a boomerang has to be thrown. So you're literally having to grab her by the vagina and throw her away from you.
Which we don't agree. We do not condone.
Yeah, we are not Dan Bilzerian.
We are not Jameis Winston either.
But what Alex has always said is anything you could put a handle on is a ladle. Well, where is the handle?
If you grab them, your arm is the handle.
Insert the handle wherever. You attach the handle to it. Boom.
Or technically, their whole body is the handle, and the vagina itself is the ladle.
Mm-hmm. You use the legs as the handle.
You can do that.
I don't know. I don't think there's a clear spot for the handle. I don't think it's either.
It has to be one.
If the whole body is the handle.
If it has to be one, then Pat's right. Like, you need to throw it, and you can't throw this, so it would be ladle. So I'm begrudgingly saying ladle.
So see, we all agree on one of these for once.
There you go.
There you go. Problem solved. Isn't it nice to just get along, guys? Huh? Maybe the whole
especially after that last one, it is.
The whole world should follow after us and let's all just get along. Be a better place. You know, it had me thinking. It's had me thinking, fellas.
Can I meet a
sometimes? Sometimes you gotta sing like no one's listening and dance like no one's watching. But we never throw vaginas. Just remember that. I'll put that in. I'll put a whole chapter about that in my motivationography when I write that. Blow your own whistle. All right. Next one we got. Our last one for the week. It's Mikey Paul at It's Just Mikey P. He says, if whistling is a term of endearment or telling someone they are sexy, why does it end on a down note?
So I think he's meaning like
this is an easy one, because as we've said hundreds of times already on this podcast, when you get knocked down, you get back up again.
But it's not going up again. It's ending on the down.
Oh, you're right.
Now, see, when I whistle for dogs, I go up at the end. That's how I whistle for the dogs. You whistle very weird. I don't like that. He just like opens his mouth and like
he's smiling.
It's like, when people train their dogs to smile, but their mouth is just kind of open and they're showing their teeth, but the teeth aren't touching. That's what he's like. It's very creepy. Don't like it. Weird. I'm saying if it's telling someone they're sexy, it ends on a down note because you want to go down on them.
Or they get knocked down, but they get up again.
Like the first up one is to get their attention, and then down is showing where you want to go. That, hey,
down.
I want to lick your pussy.
Okay. We're just going to end it on lick your pussy is the answer. All right. That's all we got, guys. This was a fun one. This was a weird one. Thank you for sticking with us. We'll see you at BuzzFest. Gravy Gang, rep your PTG gear if you're going to BuzzFest. At Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitter. Give us a follow. Make sure you give us 5 stars on 5 stars on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you're listening to podcasts. Leave a review. You roast us in the review as long as you give us that 5 stars. Share us with a friend, please. That means a lot to us. And listen to Robert's podcast of recent studies. Just congrats on 2 years, Bobby Jokes. Congratulations. Applause. Pat, applause. He's had a podcast for 2 years. Way to go, buddy. It's a lot of work. And it's awesome. Go listen to a recent study pod on Twitter. Give him a follow on Instagram as well. I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Again, follow us at Pass Gravy Pod. You guys are the best. We love you guys. Until we talk to you next time. Oh, by the way, I said love you guys to Lucid Illusions, and they said it right back, like within seconds. Robert, it's been years. Still hasn't said it, but love you guys. Until we talk to y'all next week, pass the gravy. Yeah. Bitches!
Oh, well, Shawty had the map, a full bottle teaspoons with the